Okay, so this is old age. First you start with a base.
What we going?
Yes. You apply to your whole face. And this is oil-based cream foundation from Ben Nye.
I'll put somebody's face on it. I just put your face.
Sorry.
Grace, that's it's fine. Oh, you're table. It's fine. It happens all the time.
And your neck as well, because we're going to do old age on the neck.
Drive safely back to Jupiter?
Yeah.
You head back
Yeah,
today?
thanks. Yeah, in a little while.
Yeah. Awesome. Sorry, I'm running really late to the stage manager. Her car broke down this morning. So,
Okay, good luck. Good job.
Okay. When you have that completely on your face, you can take the highlight brush, which is a little bit bigger than the shadow brush. You take the highlight brush. You take your highlight, which is ultralight cream highlight, also Ben Nye. And first thing you do is the forehead. So you load up your brush and you do your hairline. So you want to do a good coat of it, and I've pre-moisturized so the highlight will show up really well. And then you want to blend it into your hairline to give the effect of your hairline receding. And then you want to blend it down a little bit as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Might be a better deal, I don't know.
Good.
And you're gonna blend that later. Next thing you highlight is right above your eyebrows, and you do that upwards. You're gonna blend that up as well. Now I like doing it in chunks. I'd rather do the forehead, then the eyes, and the cheeks, and then the chin. So then now we're going to shadow the forehead, which is character shadow, Ben Nye. And you're going to make kind of an M on your forehead, because a little bit of shadow goes a long way. So don't overdo it. You're going to first blend it outwards, and then you're going to blend it up and downwards. I'm going to take sponge. This is my blending sponge. And you're going to blend the highlight down and the shadow up. So it kind of gives the impression that it's a little bit indented on your forehead. You don't want it too dark either, but you do want it dark enough so it'll show up on stage, because the lights will wash you out, and you do want to be able to be seen. But you want it to be a smooth transition between the light and the dark. Okay. Alright. Next, you're going to do your eyes. So first, take your highlight, and you do where the bone is. So if you feel right here, you can feel that there's a bone underneath your eyebrow. You want to just highlight where that bone goes. In kind of a slanted motion, that's where your bone is. The main rule for old age is you highlight where there are bones and you shadow where there are not, where there are indents. So you've got those highlighted. I'm going to do the nose in this one as well. For the nose, you just highlight straight down the center, and for old age you want to make the nose a little bit bigger, possibly even crooked. So I'm going to do a crooked nose here. And to make the nose look bigger, you're going to use more highlight and make it thicker than your actual nose. And that'll give the effect. And then you also want to make it longer, so you got to go down a little bit past the tip of your nose. And then you want to highlight your nostrils just a little bit to make them stick out a little more. So you've got your eyebrows, underneath your eyebrows done. You got your nose done with highlight. Next thing you want to do is the under eye bags, which you always start with the highlight. So you can kind of smile, and that'll show you where to go. And you want to go right along the outside of the bag, or your dark circle, whichever. And this is one of the few places on your face that's actually going to be a hard line. Okay,
then hair.
There is a hair in my eye. Finally, there we go. Alright, here we go. Right there. Go down a little bit. Alright. And then later we're going to highlight the edge of the lid, which I'm going to go ahead and do now, but it's usually better to do it later because it'll get on the rest of your makeup. But you do that probably about last. And that kind of makes your lid stick out. You can do it a little thicker actually. There we go. Kind of like eyeshadow, but not, because your eyes stick out even when you get older and your eyes start to sink in, your eyeballs will stick out. So you do want that, and you also want to highlight on the bottom part because that will stick out as well. Okay. Now for shadow, you're gonna do essentially where the highlight is not. So kind of planted downward underneath the highlight in the eyebrow and above the shadow, or above the highlight on your eyelid.